Day 13. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. Alright. Who do we work on next? There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Choma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. Maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Oh, I think he's actually gonna be super. So all we have to do is like, hey, if you fight, you help save humanity here, all the girls will be all over you, and he'll be like, huh, oh yeah, let me do that real quick. Yeah, that sounds good. At least that's what I think might happen here. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. Oh, what is this mess? What is happening in here? His room looks like my room. My room is not this messy, I'm telling you guys. The big mess is what's back here. Why? Why I won't fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I had brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the heck are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer than? I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the one who's crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either. We have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us most. If we don't defend a school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, if you don't have people you care about, if we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about. I don't have anyone like that.
Huh?
What? But your family. I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. Oh. So, didn't he say something about his brothers and sisters earlier? Maybe he meant as the orphan kids. I'm pretty sure he was talking about like family before, and like having like stuff to do with them. So was that a lie, or was he talking about what? Wait, what? It just completely threw me off. I worked and survived at the poor guy home that took me in. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all that bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the TRC goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't struggle enough to look after. I struggle enough to look after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm looking out only for number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on. Just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me some money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, and we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. You're not gonna pay me. Get the heck out of here. Shoo, shoo. Okay, so he wants bribed. Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Hey, Eito, do you got any money? Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. Nobody has money here. What basically brought here was just the clothes on our backs. If I can't pay him money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using Gift-O-Matic and a record. What will get him to open up to me? Something he wants. What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point in trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Should we really be talking to her, though? I peeked into War Room and saw Hiroko typing something on a computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiroko? I'm looking over the footage of the past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we contributed to this war. She's doing administrative work. She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously, you think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't. But it's still important. We need to keep these kind of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to the reward when the war is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least. If that's true, and we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. The rewards for taking out invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. Hey, the more you fight in the war, the more money you get. You could become rich the more you take out. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Takumi, she doesn't know you're trying to bribe people and agreeing to fight. Sorry, never mind. Yeah, let's not tell her our secrets here. It would be nice if we could read what's on these. I doubt we can. It doesn't look like there's really anything I can read. A present for Gaku. What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfit are always patched up. Doesn't have a lot of clothes or money to buy more. I see, so he doesn't have a means. So I think he'd be very happy if we gave him clothes. I can't just bring him any old clothes. I have to think of something he likes. If I'm gonna get him clothes, I need to research his taste. So, clothing, perhaps. Huh? Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread? Needles and thread? Apparently Gaku's good at sewing. And he don't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket, got all worked up. He's like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew. So he's developed a knack for sewing. Interesting. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. Apparently not. He said he's an orphan. After having to sew up clothes for his brother up day in, day out, he's got good at it.
Huh?
Big family. That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. Well, he's got over 20 siblings. Yeah, okay, it sounds like he's like the oldest at the orphanage. Like, holy heck, right? But I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in a group home. But if that's the case, those are people he can protect. Turns out he's got a family after all. Should make note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. That does make sense. And while we're here, okay, I can't actually do that right now. All right. Hey, Darumi. Where is she? Look, Takumi, look what I found. What's that? A surgical scalpel. Put that away. Actually, no, don't put it away. Hand it over to me. You were not allowed to have that. Hand it over. I was wandering around the ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated the whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be really my lucky day. Just thinking how much easier I can do my cutting. Arumi swung the scalpel around and she ran down the hallway. He's acting like a psychopath psychotic slasher. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. Clothes. Also talked about sewing. So giving him clothes isn't a good plan. Sure, he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. He's good at sewing. I'm not giving him a son. He will make whatever clothes he wants. Even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs. Start to give him attic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching, sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. Now, that's a lot of materials. Gather them all is going to be a pain. Darumi found some stuff. The place Darumi found a surgical facility. There might have been needles and thread for stitching. But it's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, there might be a place of cotton. I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Day 14. Ready to find more scalpels for cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
I mean, look for materials to make Gaku's present Darumi. Alright. Okay, take me to the hospital, Darumi. Okay, but I don't get mad at me if I get lost. All the way down there. You find a plushie abandoned on the roadside. It looks like an invader. Sure is creepy. Look at that. A tattered cloth strap.
Real nice.
Oh, yeah, we're under attack. Thanks.
I've got this. That's it. Ready when you are. Takes more than that.
Let them get closer together. Oh, you.
Ouch! It's killing game time! Stabby, stab, stab! Okay, okay! Don't touch me! Here we go! Piece of cake!
My turn. Yeah! I've got this. Not gonna cut it. Let's go. Take this.
All right. Okay. Got that.
We did it.
The ground starts shaking while you're exploring an abandoned building. Best thing to do is get out of the way.
This looks good.
Some 4. 4 is material. Do 1. 4 is empty. 3.
Yes.
Okay. So we're trying to get over there, and we got like a little bit. Okay, actually, we'll go down and get that rainbow chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue. Oh no, you dropped your bag, everything fell into a nearby pond. Wade in the water, ow. Ow. You're surrounded by a thick fog. You can barely see what's in front of you anymore. Wait for it to pass. Move -5. Ow.
What?
School uniform. find a strange device in an enemy base, you might be able to use it to detect materials. Whack. Whack. It turned on when you struck the button. The device seems it can detect materials. See a hole in the road ahead. It's so dark you can't see anything. Inspect the hole. Hey, we got healed. The roommate picked up a revolver from somewhere. She wants to play a game of Russian roulette. Decline. Oh, where you? She shot. Did she shoot me? You see your deer eating tree bark. Turns and fixes its big brown eyes on you. Offer it food.
We did it.
Needles, thread, scissors, and cut.
Haha.
Alright, I got all the materials. Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing erotic. Alright. Search complete. Crafting complete.
Haha.
Yes, sewing kit's done. Immediately headed to Gaku's room with a newly made gift. And more food. It doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never going to fight those invaders. The only one who can convince me is this sack full of money. What the heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use this sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? How did you know that? Alright, I gotta admit this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yeah, it's a pretty good reaction. You can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad for saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly a big macho Chad type. No, I'm not asking you to fight. Just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I could get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Round 2. Begin persuasion. Why I won't fight? Isn't that obvious?
Hey!
Because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place, and then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys...
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
What? Make money? According to Hibiko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. You're saying that this could be a way to make a way out of me being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. That got his attention. That's got his attention. Be nice if you could get rid of the thing. I want just a screenshot of just the screens. Well, I got his attention.
Ah!
Gaku, come fight with us.
Ah!
Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but... Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze a bit in his mid-sentence. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Really bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I'll gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then, but if I decide to fight in here and help you take out the invaders, all those jerks in the Tokyo residential complex would be saved too. Isn't that a good thing? No way, it's not fair. Not fair? I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a big home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats me like the dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never gave me even a time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Your orphan siblings. Look out for them. They have no one else just like you.
Ah!
Fair. Now's not the time to be thinking about fair. Shut up. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. How do you know I was happy? Do I look happy to you? Bro, my mom straight up told me she wanted a daughter, and I told her, like, well, I must be a disappointment to you. It was actually quite hilarious. Gaku started breathing heavily and shut me down. His hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not wanting to fight. I'm never going to join unless this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working 24/7, 365 days a year.
Okay, no.
It sounds like you've had it hard.
Okay, no. You guys are gonna be seeing me do screenshots a lot throughout this game because I'm like, that's how I do thumbnails for you. I can do ski. Yeah. Okay. Retry.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17.
That's ridiculous.
I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself. Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them.
Not everyone in the TRC is a bad person.
No, they're all trash. They've never helped me once. None of them are worth saving. All those losers in the Tokyo residential complex.
Save your siblings, bro!
Save your siblings.
My siblings? Takamaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home. You have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting those invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care about if your whole family gets killed? Not my family. It's not like we're blood related. We're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me.
Ah!
What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just because thinking about it makes me mad. Freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life would have been miserable. Those brats can go die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
No, you don't. What's with this guy, really? Get his anger towards the TRC, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? Needed to bait Gaku's anger and get him to fight. Decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, you...
Enough already!
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay.
Dang it.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once.
Okay, there's one further, apparently.
That's just how kids are, though.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, you stupid brats! Die! The invaders can kill every last one of those brats! I wouldn't even shed a tear!
Ah, so we just had to listen. Dang it, dude. They can all die. They all deserve to die. They all should die. But then why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed?
I start crying.
It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. If you think about it, it's better off. You're better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life. Family's not about benefits. You should know better than that. That better than anyone. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your sibling. You want me to save the brats who ruined my life? My life sucks. I'm a penny thief. What the heck?
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
Took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like me, for the ones waiting for you at the group home. Just fight for your family.
Got him. Persuasion complete. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know. My own parents didn't want me to, so who needs family? They just get in my way. I have to keep busting my hump just to bring it to them. Even now, they could not be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life, I had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. What a rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood. They're the only family I've got, you know. Of course. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. Day 15.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Okay, so we got 2 people, or 3 people left to convince over. It's day 15. We have to have this done by tomorrow.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Johnson played like usual. I got out of bed feeling like it would be just another morning. But then... Who's here? I opened the door and woken my guest inside. Oh, hi, Darumi. How'd you like the meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to be. There's a reason for that. I slice your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding. You've been Darumi.
Hey!
Yeah, sure, you got me. Do you want something or you just come here to prank me? Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Miss Hiroko sent me on important business. Mistress Hiroko?
Huh.
She wants you, me, Takamaru, and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria.
Ah.
That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know, and I have to go tell the others. Mistress Hiroko orders must be carried out promptly and effectively. Narumi bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in her wake. Another meeting, huh? It's only us this time. Deadline's tomorrow, so maybe Hiroko wants to discuss that test she mentioned. Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Anybody I can talk? Oh. Siblings are out here. Let's go say hi to them. Over here, or are they by the door? They're by the door. Ah! Good morning, Mr. Samino. We're back.
Huh?
Back? Where did you go? We were out gathering herbs and grasses. We're pretty good at figuring out which ones are edible. There's been times in our lives where we've had to learn the hard way. I can't believe we're eating grass to survive. This outside world is really something. We found plants I've never even seen before. Don't overdo it or eat anything that could be poisonous, okay?
Aha!
There's no need to worry. Mr. Aotsuki has been sneaking us bread on the side. He's such a considerate friend, unlike certain someone I can mention. Well, excuse me. And excuse us, we must be going. The wild grass salad isn't going to eat itself. Goodbye. I mean, at least Eito's kind of pushing him in the right direction. All of them are here, okay. You're all here. You bet we are. I gathered them up just like you told me to. Why are you acting like a dog? Please stop. I can see that. You did an admirable job, Darumi. Mistress praised me. Did something happen between those two? Come on, let's hear it. What do you want this time?
Oh.
I want to report on your progress. How are the attempts to win over the non-fighters going? Who told her? Who told her? Who said it? So that was part of your plan. Have you managed to convince them yet? You only have one day left. Well, not all of them, but I think Tsubasa and Gaku are starting to come around.
Oh.
I see. That's good. I didn't expect you to convert all 5, of course. But we can deal with the holdouts later.
Huh?
Deal with them how? True to my original plan, anybody who doesn't have the will to fight will be forced to leave tomorrow. What? Wait a minute. It took a while, but we made real progress. We just need a little more time. I'm sure we can... I'm sorry, but a promise is a promise. I can't go back on my word. Without any protection or battle experience, they'll die out there. If they're not going to contribute to the war effort anyway, what difference does it make? Why does it have to be like this? To defeat those invaders and win the war, naturally. Really think about abandoning those guys if they make it easier for us to win?
Oh.
I'm certain of it. I've already pointed out the possibility of them drawing the enemy's attention away from the school for a while. There's also the chance that facing real danger will knock some sense into them finally bringing out their fighting spirit. Those chances are slim. It's not worth the risk. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Allowing victory to elude us would render the risk we've taken, the sacrifices we've made up till now, completely meaningless. If you have the time to spend worrying about others, I'd prefer you spend it training. Use your humanima better. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our survival. When push comes to shove, we all have to be prepared to give our lives. I get it. Seriously, girl? As usual, Hiruko left us no room for discussion, leaving us alone to mull over her words and consider our only options. Such an ice cream. How could anybody not stand that? Something she said just now bothers me. Aside from the obvious, you mean? Yes, but never mind. It's probably just my imagination. Nothing to worry about. What's our next move? Today's the last chance to save those guys.
Hey!
I'll talk to them one last time. I might not do any good, but it's worth a try. I'll have to do something, or it'll be all over for them tomorrow. You're right. We can't possibly abandon our friends to such a cruel fate. I won't let Hiruko force them out either. I'll step in to protect them if I have to. Can't use violence and threats to get people to do what you want. Besides, just don't work like that. I never expected Takamaru to be the one to uphold laws of society. Appearances can be deceiving, I guess. In the back of my mind, I'm hoping really, that Hiruko would go back on her planet and cut the fighters some slack. I could see now how foolish I'd been to think that. Even if I managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, Shoma and the twins will still have to leave. Can't let that happen. I'll have to try to talk to them one last time. So talk to Shoma, Ima, and Kako before it's too late. All their rooms are up here. Shoma! Rang the doorbell and waited. Eventually the door slowly opened. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for ruining the day with my existence. Well, we're off to a great start here. Shoma, deadline Hiruko set for you guys is coming up tomorrow, you know. Are you sure you won't reconsider things? At this rate, she's really gonna throw you out. Yes, I guess I'll be thrown out like the trash I am. You don't really want that though, right? You shouldn't expect much from me. I'm so hopelessly inept that Lucy is basically a foregone conclusion, no matter what kind of conflict it is. This isn't some kind of physical or psychological shortcoming I can work on and overcome someday. My uselessness is baked into me on a cellular level. I may as well accept my fate. My staying here would only cause me more trouble and everyone. You understand what you're saying, right? Once you get beyond the walls of fire, you'll probably die. Yes, I know. I've accepted that too. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's better to get over with it now, so I really don't let you down later. I'm sorry you had to end up with someone like me. Shoma bowed his head in a gesture of deep regret and disappeared back into the darkness of his room. It's no good. He's too pessimistic for me to convince him now. Hey, Kako. Brother dearest, it's you, Takumi. Sorry if I surprised you. I wanted to ask you something. Have you made your decision about what you're going to say tomorrow? If you don't agree to fight like the rest of us, you'll have to leave. I know, but my brother said that he had a plan. He said there's no need for me to fight.
Oh.
Just like he said there's no need for me to ever get married or leave home. Girl, you don't have to listen to everything he says. I feel like that's a discussion for another day.
Ah.
Okay, but let's put Ima and his plan aside for now. What do you want to do? Me?
Oh.
Was it really that hard of a question? I don't really know. My dear brother usually handles all the big decisions. It's no different now. I have no choice but to go along with what he says. Alright, I guess that's that then.
Oh.
Thank you for coming. Ima.
Hey!
That's about what I expected. I can't imagine a timid girl like that going out on a battlefield. Ring the doorbell, wait for a moment. It's thrown open. Ah, Mr. Sumino. It's you. What do I owe the pleasure? Don't tell me you're still hoping to convert me to your side. How much do you think you can achieve in just one day? Ima, please. At least think about it. I've done all the thinking I need to, Mr. Sumino. My safety is guaranteed, thanks to the plan I've come up with.
Huh?
Alright, you mentioned before that you had a plan of your own. It's simple enough. It's a simple enough solution. All I need is a way for me and my dear sister to remain at the academy without needing to fight. There's no way Hiroko's going to allow that. That's the problem. My certain strategy aims to address.
Hey!
And what is this strategy exactly? Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, it would lose all strategic value. So he has some sort of plan to try to convince her to let them not fight, but still be here? He seems so confident. I hope his secret plan isn't anything violent. Talked to all three of the remaining non-fighters, but it hasn't done any good. Doing what I can now. I guess I'll go back to my room. I had a feeling it would turn out this way. I'm still not happy about it. Those three really are kicked out tomorrow. What will happen to them? Isn't there anything I can do? I wonder who it could be. Would one of them change their mind after all? Oh, floating in my chest, I went to the door, but when I opened it... Hello, Takumi. May I have a moment of your time? Hey, oh hey, Eito. What's up? I wanted to discuss something with you. You know about Hiroko. What about her? You remember what I told you in the cafeteria this morning? Something Hiroko said back then bothered me. I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure now that is important. So what did she say that was so strange? I thought you said it was probably nothing. That was just an excuse. I thought it'd be better if we didn't discuss it in front of everyone. What do you mean? I'm almost certain that Hiroko is hiding something from us. If I'd pressed the matter, we'd have gotten into a big argument. Things are strained enough right now as it is. I didn't want to risk escalating it any further. I guess that makes sense. What is it that made you think she's hiding? I think it was back when Hiroko told us before she left. And see if anything stands out. Enemy commanders are stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. That humanoid invader with the strange transformation was certainly stronger than any of the foes we've come up against. But she said commanders, plural, not singular. so she knows there's more of them. Never fought an invader like that before or since. It's not impossible that there's others like it out there. But Hiroko spoke about there being more as if it was a sure thing. Now that you mention it, it is kind of weird. Bear in mind, what I'm about to say is my own conjecture. But it seems to me that Hiroko views this war differently from the rest of us. Almost as if she knows something we don't. That wouldn't be out of the question. She did say she's been fighting the invaders a lot longer than we have. But the people in charge told her something, or she found out something for herself. What could it be? Only one way to find out. We have to ask her about it ourselves. What? Just like that? There's no way she tells the truth that easily. She'll probably brush the whole thing off. Knowing what she knows will allow us to make more informed decisions. It makes sense, strategically speaking. If she insists on dodging the issue after that, get everyone together and put more pressure on her. We could even make her step down as leader. What? If Hiroko's no longer in charge, she won't have any authority to make others leave. It's not like we voted her into that position to begin with anyway. Yeah, we can just say, hey, we all will refuse to fight. Like, you'll be fighting on your own. How about that? You're basically suggesting we stage a mutiny. Isn't that a step too far? I don't think we'll come to that. Hiroko won't let anything happen that might jeopardize our chance of beating the invaders. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what this information she's hiding is, but if it can help us get a better perspective on the war, we ought to know about it. Might even make the last 3 non-fighters change their minds. That there's a chance worth betting on, don't you think? I guess. You see, it's in everyone's best interest for Hiroko to share what she knows with us. The thing is, though, she scares me. I'm not great at talking to people anyway. I don't think I can make my case very well. I always feel better around you, Takumi. And you have quite a way with words, so... so that's what this is all about. Alright, I'll go with you, and try to get the truth out of Hiroko. Thank you. I think it's best we talk in private, just the 3 of us, before involving anyone else. I believe Hiroko is in the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor alone. Would you mind coming along with me right now? Sure, no problem. Let's go talk to her. Thank you, Takumi. Is Hiroko really hiding something? Can only hope that she's being honest. She'll be honest with us. If she refuses it, things get complicated. Well, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. Hi, Kako. I don't see you out of your room on your own very often. My dear brother said he needed time to get his master plan ready. He shut himself in his room and doesn't want to be disturbed. What is his plan anyway? Did he tell you anything about it? No, not a thing. He always handles the important stuff by himself. I see. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my walk now. Excuse me. Eito said Hiroko was in the leisure lounge. What would she be doing in here alone on her own? Look, Takumi, over there. Eito pointed to the pool where we were standing. From where we were standing, we could make out a shadow moving in the water. We got closer. Whatever it was came to the surface, sending a spray of water across the edge of the pool. Standing there was, of course. Yep, of course.
Your peeping technique leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, of course they had to do a bathing suit scene. Kadaka, we all knew this was coming at some point.
What? We weren't peeping!
That's right. We wouldn't. That's to say, we didn't.
Why are you both acting so flustered? Does my body really unsettle you that much?
Halo. Yeah, here's the scene for you, Halo. This one's all for you.
It's not that, it's just...
Get to the point. I know you didn't walk in here by accident. You knew I'd be here, so you must be here to see me. Out with it. What do you want?
We have something very important we want to discuss with you.
Very important, you say? All right. Wait here while I go get changed.
We watched Hiroko make her way to the locker room in a silence broken only by the echoes of her wet footsteps. Half an hour later. It took her half an hour to change. Thank you for waiting. Now, let's hear this very important matter of yours. My time is precious. Feel free to skip the preamble. Okay, well, there's no easy way to do this. It's got to go for the direct approach. Hey, Tao, you got anything you want to say on this? Let's hear what Hiroko has to say. Yeah, let's sleep in the pool room. Easy way for someone to just pick us up and dump us in the water. Alright, I'm gonna come right out and ask. Hiroko, do you know something about this war? Something the rest of us don't? What makes you think that? And so suddenly, too. We figured it out from some of the stuff you said and done. Plus, if we assume you have important information that we don't, it actually explains a lot. Your cold, practical attitude, for one, and your dedication to winning at any cost. Is it true? Do you know the truth about this war? About Last Defense Academy? It's not that we don't consider you're an unfit leader or anything, Hiroko. But now that Zirei's gone, there's no doubt that you've been the best person for the job. But I can't follow someone who insists on keeping us in the dark like this. I'm sure everyone else would feel the same if they knew. Is that a threat? Are you planning to go behind my back and turn everyone against me? Believe me, I'd rather not have to. Fighting amongst ourselves could tear this unit apart. If that happens, we'll be in no condition to fight the invaders anymore. He's like, dang it. He's got a point. He's got a point. I can't believe this.
Hey!
We're not trying to start a confrontation here. We're still on your side. We just want to know the truth. Everyone's so confused about what we're doing here and how we got caught up in it. Once we know the truth, it'll be a lot easier for us to focus on doing whatever it takes to win the war and go home. So please, if you know anything that might explain all of this, I think we have the right to hear it. You've really got me up against the wall here. I can hardly shrug this off as I don't know anything, now can I? I'm impressed. I didn't think you had it in you to grill me this mercilessly. We didn't mean to grill you exactly. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then yes, I do have certain information that you may find relevant. Why the frick didn't you tell us? You do? Really? What is it? Is it about what's in the defense room? Or how they chose to send us here? Hold on. Can we go get the others first? I want everyone to hear this all at once. It will be better for our morale that way. Fine.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
She's gonna be like, we'll explain in the morning. Because the game's just gonna be like, no, we'll wait a little bit longer, and nothing's gonna happen to Hiroko overnight. No.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Ah.
The nighttime announcement. I didn't realize how late it was.
Huh.
We'd be up all night if we tried to call a meeting now. Maybe we should pick this up again tomorrow morning. Is that alright with you, Hiroko? I'll tell everyone to meet up in a cafeteria like we did before. Very well, you're right. It's best if everyone hears this firsthand.
Ah.
And you're not going to go back on this? You haven't left me with much of a choice. Besides, I haven't been hiding this information because it reflects badly on me or anything like that. I just thought it might be better to spare you from such a harrowing truth. Huh? Excuse me? What? Harrowing truth? You should tell everyone that was your reason for hiding it, too. Trust us. Whatever this truth is, might be. I'm confident we can handle it. We've made it this far, and most of us have made up our minds to put our lives on the line. Our resolve won't be shaken so much. All right, I'll trust you. Just be aware that it's a long story, and you may not like what you hear. The fact that I've kept a secret from you for this long should give you an idea of how bad it is. Yes, I'll tell everyone to prepare themselves for the worst. I really never thought it would turn out like this. But it's a relief that I'll finally get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. A beat later, Hiroko was already halfway to the door before she could leave. I called after her. Wait, can I ask you one last thing? What is it? Were you serious about the deadline tomorrow? Were we really going to force the non-fighters to leave? You said time and time again you didn't care if they died. Did you mean that? The way you talked about protecting us from the truth right now. I'm finding it hard to believe that you're really that heartless. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. So, you want to do whatever it takes to win. So you're willing to kick people out if they're not willing to fight. But all of us need to survive. Huh? It's contradictory, madam. Despite those words, Hiroko clearly didn't intend to loosen up anytime soon. She continued on her way, her back to us the whole time. Hiroko. She's not so bad after all. Just a little clumsy when it comes to expressing her feelings. Eito and I didn't stick around for long after that. We done all we came to do, and it was getting late. We went back to our own rooms. I'm glad we figured things out. Well, what's this harrowing truth Hiroko mentioned? Whatever it is, it made her obsessed with winning this war. But it's also something she thought we'd be happier not knowing about. What could be that terrible? What is this big secret? No use thinking about it now. By this time tomorrow, she'll have told us everything. I better go to bed so I can be fresh for the meeting in the morning. And so ended my 15th day at Last Defense Academy. The 16th day would bring a development none of us were expecting. One that would have considerable effect on our war effort going forward.